A million years ago, the sky was not empty. It was watched. Above the vast African landscapes, beyond the reach of claw and tooth, death waited on wings. While early humans struggled on the ground, fighting hunger, predators, and one another, another ruler dominated the heights. Giant eagles, far larger and more powerful than any seen today, claimed the cliffs, trees, and open skies as their domain. Their nests were not just shelters, they were fortresses of survival, perched where few dared to climb, overlooking a world of constant movement and endless danger. The African landscape stretched wide and raw. Open savannas shimmered under brutal sunlight. Dense woodlands concealed predators in shadow. Rivers cut through the land like veins, attracting life and death in equal measure. For early humans, the ground was a battlefield. For eagles, it was a hunting map. From impossible heights, their vision pierced distance with terrifying precision. Every movement below, an injured animal, a wandering child, a moment of weakness, was seen. Eagle nests were built where survival demanded intelligence. High cliffs, jagged rock faces, towering ancient trees, locations inaccessible to most predators. These nests were massive structures of branches, bones, hides, and debris, built over generations. Each addition told a story of survival, the remains of prey, the feathers of rivals, the scars of storms endured. From these elevated strongholds, eagles ruled territory stretching for miles. Early humans rarely noticed the danger above them. Their fears were focused forward: lions in the grass, snakes beneath rocks, rival humans near water sources. But the sky held its own threat. Giant eagles hunted silently. There was no warning roar, no rustle of grass, only a sudden shadow, a rush of wind, and then impact. Small animals vanished instantly. Juvenile hominins, wandering too far from protection, were sometimes taken. The nest was not merely a home, it was a place where stolen life was consumed. For eagles, food was not just survival, it was dominance. Their hunting success determined the strength of their offspring. Nestlings grew rapidly, fed on raw flesh torn from prey. Parents guarded their nests with lethal aggression. Any animal approaching too closely, whether predator or human, was attacked without hesitation. Talons could crush bone, beaks tore through hide. Even large predators avoided nesting cliffs during breeding seasons. Life inside the nest was harsh and unforgiving. Only the strongest chicks survived. Weak hatchlings were often starved or pushed aside, their bodies becoming food for siblings. There was no mercy in the nest. Evolution did not allow it. Every surviving eagle was a product of violence, competition, and endurance. This brutal upbringing produced hunters perfectly adapted to a hostile world. Weather tested even these masters of the sky. Storms lashed cliffs with rain and wind. Lightning struck ancient trees. Nest structures were torn apart and rebuilt again and again. Eagles learned to reinforce their homes, anchoring branches deep into rock crevices. Survival required memory and adaptation. Each generation improved upon the last, refining nest placement and construction techniques. Below, early humans slowly became aware of the threat from above. They noticed disappearances, bones found beneath cliffs, feathers scattered near camps. Fear grew, not of a predator they could see, but one they could not anticipate. Children were kept closer, camps were moved away from cliffs and tall trees. Awareness became defense. Even without understanding the sky hunters fully, humans adapted their behavior, learning that danger came not only from the ground. Conflict over nesting territory was fierce among eagles themselves. Rival pairs clashed violently in the air, locking talons and spiraling downward in deadly contests. Only one could claim the nesting site. Victory meant safety for offspring. Defeat often meant death. These aerial battles shaped the skies, leaving feathers drifting down like silent evidence of unseen wars above the human world. The presence of eagle nests influenced the ecosystem. Prey animals avoided open areas near nesting cliffs. Smaller predators altered their hunting paths. Even large carnivores respected the danger zone beneath active nests. The eagle was not just a hunter, it was a force shaping behavior across species. Its dominance rippled through the environment. For early humans, eagle nests became symbols of absolute power. They were visible reminders that survival had levels: ground, tree, sky, and that humanity occupied the most dangerous one. Attempts to reach nests were rare and deadly. Climbing meant exposure, slow movement, and vulnerability. Those who tried often fell or were attacked before reaching safety. The sky remained out of reach. Yet curiosity persisted. Humans observed from a distance. They watched eagles feed, defend, and raise young. Over time, these observations fed imagination. Stories emerged. Unspoken myths formed through gesture and fear. Eagles became symbols of strength, watchfulness, and death from above. The idea that the sky itself could hunt left a permanent mark on the human mind. As millennia passed, early humans grew more organized. Fire, tools, and cooperation expanded their control of the ground, but the sky remained uncontested. Eagles continued to dominate from above, unchanged by human progress. Their nests still towered over the land, reminders of a time when humanity was not the apex survivor. Eventually, climate shifts altered the balance. Forests retreated, prey patterns changed. Some giant eagle species declined, unable to adapt as quickly as humans. But during life 1,000,000 years ago, the eagle's nest represented absolute security in a world without guarantees. High above hunger, floods, and ground predators, life thrived, brutal, efficient, and free from mercy. The story of the eagle's nest is not just about a bird, it is about perspective. While humans fought endlessly on the ground, another intelligence watched from above, living by different rules, mastering a different dimension of survival. The sky was not empty. It was occupied with death with wings. In the end, life 1,000,000 years ago was layered. Survival happened on the plains, in the trees, and in the air. The eagle's nest stood as proof that evolution rewards those who claim the unreachable. For early humans, it was a lesson learned slowly, that danger does not always come from where you are looking. And as humanity evolved, the memory of those shadows overhead never fully disappeared. Even today, the fear of being watched from above echoes deep in the human brain, a remnant of a time when the sky itself hunted us. This is the world of life 1,000,000 years ago, a world where survival had wings.